When you hear climate change, you might picture melting ice caps or endangered polar bears. But what if I told you it's just as much a public health issue as it is an environmental one? Truth is, our warming planet is changing the very landscape of human health, right here and right now. Let's start with the most direct threats: extreme weather. Think heat waves, floods, hurricanes, wildfires. These are becoming more frequent and more intense. And who suffers most? The elderly, children, anyone with existing health troubles. Take heat waves. Cities with all their concrete and cars trap heat, sometimes turning them into ovens. For people living there, this can mean heat stroke, dehydration, even heart complications. It's not a distant danger, it's happening every summer. Now, air quality. Warmer temperatures mean more ground-level ozone, basically more smog. Add in wildfires and industrial pollution, and you get a cocktail that's hard on our lungs. Asthma, bronchitis, other lung diseases, these are all aggravated by poor air. And when wildfires rage, their smoke can drift hundreds of miles, sending hospital admissions soaring. Let's talk infectious diseases. Mosquitoes and ticks love warm, wet weather. As their habitats expand, so does the reach of diseases like malaria, dengue fever, and Lyme disease, sometimes turning up in places that have never seen them before. There's also waterborne diseases. As floods and droughts become more common, clean water gets harder to come by, making outbreaks of things like cholera and giardiasis far more likely. Food and water security, also on the line. Droughts and unpredictable rains can devastate crops, which means less food and often poorer nutrition, especially for those already at risk. Water scarcity doesn't just make us thirsty, it makes it harder to maintain hygiene, opening the door for diseases to spread even more easily. There's a side of this story that's easy to overlook. Mental health. Imagine losing your home or your livelihood to a flood or a wildfire. The trauma can lead to anxiety, depression, even PTSD. Then there's the constant stress of living in a place that's threatened by rising seas or relentless wildfires. It weighs on people, sometimes in ways that are hard to see, but very real. So, what do? Climate change isn't just making old health problems worse, it's creating new ones. We need urgent, coordinated action, stronger, more resilient health systems, better public awareness, and support for those most vulnerable. The better we understand the health impacts of climate change, the better chance we have to protect our communities and shape a healthier, more sustainable future.